Welcome to our quick presentation about how to secure your SAP environments using SLES operating system and SLES as a platform, not the operating system. And my name is, it can be hard. My name is Jarosław Danowski. You can just call me Jarek if you have any question, do not hesitate. And
my name is Jaromir Wrólewski, and you can also call me Jarek.
So both Jareks without Jareks.
Yeah. So Polish is a very hard language.
Yes, we came to you from Poland. I personally live in Wrocław, in the west of the Poland, and Jaromir.
I'm living in Warsaw.
A capital guy. So today we want to speak a little bit about the success story when we deployed the SAP on SLES environment in the company where the Jaromir is director, but let's wait for it. Talking about the security as from more for the business perspective, you probably heard a lot of about OpenSCAP, how it's built, how it's delivered to the customer. We want to provide more information from the business perspective, how to protect the SAP, how to protect your IT environment with SLES, but not only with SLES, but as SLES as a crucial part of the security concern. And at the end, I would like to say 2 words about one other customer. I think Jaromir will not be afraid about it because it is very interesting case where the security fails. But maybe not the security as security, but some procedures, and how them SUSE helped in restoring the SAP environment. We will go through the main threats to SAP. We will speak a little bit about how to build a secure SAP environment, how to manage the vulnerabilities, how to protect SAP with SAP best practices, which tools you can use to protect your SAP environment, and 2 words about the S4 security itself. And here we go. So my name is Jarek. I'm come from SNOC company. This is a 3 years old company established in Poland. I personally responsible for the delivery department, the SAP consulting department. So we are focusing on implementing SAP solutions in SAP technology area, so the basis area, the operating system level, the security. We are also a partner with SUSE, but also of other companies, including last year we got the certification from DECRA. This is the ISO, which provides that our internal procedures are secure and compliant, right? So this is very modern solutions and so on. But I think the more interesting is Jaromir as a customer, which is of course our customer. So three words from Jaromir.
Okay, so my company is working in entertainment industry. We are producing vodka mostly, but not only vodka. As you can see, I will not read that. You can read it by yourself. We are grown by acquisitions. We recently acquired some company in Germany, some company in France. Right now, as our origin or heritage is Poland, as a capital or the origin of vodka, but it's not true by historical reasons. So we are located in mostly in Poland. This is half of the market that we are getting, but also in Czech Republic, in as I said, in France, Germany. That's the recent acquisitions, and Oslo, Italy.
A lot of happy people.
Yes, yes. Especially. So there's I don't know if we can make some advertisement, but just in case it will be censored. So it's, examples of our brands, a broad range, and also we are partners in the as a distributors of Beam Suntory and Diageo, for example, in Czech. So a lot of, as Jarek said, a lot of happy people is working with us, and also we are happy.
As a company, right? So probably most of you are the customers of Jaromir products.
By purpose or not?
Yeah, right. So it means if you are customers of Jaromir and Jaromir is customer of SUSE and SAP, you are customers of SAP. So please keep in mind. But going through the details, how many of you are working with SAP? Whee! Some people, right. How many of you are working with SAP security? Okay, so very nice. And how many of you has been attacked? Or any customer of? Okay, so this is very brave because a lot of companies and a lot of customers hide those informations, and it's clear that you don't know to publish those information that you have been attacked or you have any or some of vulnerabilities, right? We at SNOC, working with our customers, including Jaromir, we've met with a lot of customers where the security was only a part of only one small part of a puzzle of one big picture, right? And mostly if you're working in a SAP project, you know how long it takes to implement SAP. And mostly of the second phase of the project, everything's hit up and the project speed ups, and there is just no time to take care of security, and this is bad. I promise you, this is bad. This is bad because as an architect, I always speak with our customers building the infrastructure that if we don't start with a security as a concept during the implementation, then it will be just worse because the deadlines, moving of go lives, and many of other factors which influences the security. And main threats of SAP just comes from that what I said, that this speed up of the project is for most customers, for most customers, more important for business perspective than any other factors. Yeah,
or just keeping go live date.
Yes, just keep the go live date. And
what is security?
Exactly. And if we start, when we start our work together.
Last year, May.
Last year, May. So
maybe I would just say a few words about our case because it's not common. And I forgot it. Sorry for that. I forgot to mention that earlier. Our S4 implementation project was started 3 years ago. Then it was suspended because the whole Stock Spirits group was acquired by CVC private equity. So project was stopped and then resumed. And CVC has a very hard focus on security, on cybersecurity. And also, it should be a very important factor for this current project, which was assumed. So we get into cooperation with SNOG. We purchased a special product that Jarek will speak later about. And also, right now, the whole basic support is moved to SNOG. So we are secured in that way that we can focus on security before go live. So go live right now, again, is rescheduled.
But because not of the security issues.
Not of security issues. It's mostly on the user testing and the implementation partner. But right now, from the basis perspective, from security perspective, we are green. Yeah, we have green light in the project. So at least that perimeter is secured.
So you need to be aware that the security is not a concern; it is a must, and you need to start working with your customers or you with your IT directors like Jaromir just now, because a lot of issues, a lot of vulnerabilities can be mitigated because as you can see here, unpatched system, limited viability, ransomware attacks. Double check, because this is very, very, very risk, and this is dangerous because we already have customers which are attacked by ransomware in SAP area. So this is real danger, and of course the connection to other system, because for many of companies, the SAP is like the black box, right? This is the system, sometimes old, someone is maintaining this, the server is located in basement, blah, 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 you know. This system is connected to other systems, and when the other system is also vulnerable, then your SAP is vulnerable. Please be aware of that. So those are really realistic risk, unfortunately, especially after the situation in the Ukraine. We also see that the number of attacks were increased, and the SAP customers are also affected. Okay, I think we can go further. So how we need to manage this and what we need to remember. First of all, regular patch management. Patch management, again, is a must. It's not a feature. It's not something you can skip. Because I also have customers when we talk about the patching. Because our SAP system is behind firewall is behind the other firewall, blah blah blah. It's only 3,000 people have access to it, right? So it's secure, right? No, it's not. So you need to be aware that patching needs to be implemented in IT procedure, and the IT director is something you need to speak to about this process. And
so Jarek, I will tell you our example, because right now we are speaking about S4, but also we are running classic ECC SAP. Actually, it's 6.0. And we have two instances, one for Poland, from historical reason, and one is so-called international or group SAP. And I have to admit, which is a shame on the whole team, that these ECC instances are not patched for years.
You don't hear it.
Yeah, of course, we know that we will leverage that with S4 implementation, so risk is taken. Yeah, but the amount of work that we need to patch the operating system, to patch Oracle database, ECC, and install all these SPSs is so huge that we don't have to waste time for that. So we will manage that with S4, And of course, from the risk perspective, we have to manage that risk right now. Yeah. So
and this is something which is actually my job, right? To work with Jaromir. How now we can
we change the approach totally. Yeah.
yeah how we can together secure the environment which is not already production. And it will be in some future obsolete, but also secure. Because why? Because this is what I said before. This system will be connected to S4, for example, for historical to get historical documents and so on. So don't forget about your legacy system, right? And also vulnerability scanning. We use to OpenSCAP to prepare some images to our SAP solution. So you also should look at it. And also, last but not least, the catalog vulnerabilities. So the CVEs are updated. The SAP also provides you the security patch day, his own CVEs with bug fixes and security notes. So this is the database and the base for secure SAP. Let's go there. And how we manage that, how we achieve that. First of all, we started working with Jaromir how it can be achieved, right? So what we need to do at the beginning of the project to protect your SAP systems without huge disruption in the project. Because the project manager says, okay, you have 2 weeks, then the system needs to be available for 100% of time, right? So mostly 100% uptime, because consultants working. And we started from the base. We prepared the image with the newest patches. We implemented the AppArmor. We implemented SLLinux as a firewall, and this was a little bit tough, because this was a firewall on the operating system level. Then it was physical firewalls as a second layer of firewalling. So kind crazy, I would say, but manageable with Jaromir's network team. And of course, this when we're talking about the HANA database, we used all stuff which SUSE provides to manage a cluster of HANA in this area. Any questions right now regarding SAP? Okay, and SUSE Linux. So what are next? Then we started how we want to build the OS. And we started with the minimal packages, right? This should be obvious, but I know that some companies, just to speed up the project implementation, started to install everything and everywhere just like that, right? Why? Because it's easier. Yes, it is easier, but the security is based on the minimal attack surface. So we installed the SLES in the minimum release with minimum base without any GUI, because for the basis consultant, why do we need the GUI when we can do everything in a command line without SSH, only with keys. And in this area, for other users, stock using the PAM software. And every system is encrypted, including the HANA database. So this is what one colleague before on the session before about security in the public cloud says. And to implement the patching and live patching on those systems, just to have the always up to date the operating system, SUSE. Yes, sure.
Just one question. You are right on encryption with remote disk. What do you mean exactly?
This is actually the feature which is possible in SUSE for when you can create the encrypt the remote disk. So remote share actually. In this area we don't use it. We didn't use, but it is possible. It is one of the potential possibility to protect, right? So in HANA database, because right now we are talking in HANA database, the data files are encrypted. The replication is encrypted by security protocols, and these are also encrypted. But do not forget the encryption keys. back up them. And you see, the security isn't easy, right? Because if we put our screwdriver here, we need to be prepared that the something can be broke here, right? And also, probably you know some of those tools because SAP Tune should be known for every basis consultants in this room. So it also implements some security patches, security recommendations. Maybe this is the better word. And based on that, we built a secure image which we use to all machines in the SAP environment. And also we follow not only the hardening guide from SUSE, but also the best practices from SAP in the SAP security area. So non-unencrypted RFC connections, non-HTTP ECM connections, and other stuff. Everything protected by SNC. This were sometimes very tough to implement in very quick time. Prepare the consultants during those work, but if you started with consultants as IT guys, more or less IT guys, it will be always easier to implement security than when you work just with the end users, right? Because end users are normal people, are not like us. They just click in this one transaction in SAP and they don't give a about SNC or something like that. So if you implement this before start the project and you come to them with now you need to use SNC, you need to use HTTPS always, etc. It is easier. It is also easier when you're planning your infrastructure and talking with Jaromir at the beginning of the project. We do it this way, and this way, in a secure way. Then Jaromir comes to their guys and says, yes, we are doing just like Jarek said because this is more secure. But it will take 3 days to implement. Do it. And this is easier because after the go live, every change requires change requests, requires approvals, requires testing, blah 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 blah. the whole change management thing, right? So if we start with Trento, with automation, with best practices before, it will be easier. I'm not saying this after the go live. It is impossible because it should be always possible regarding the security, but it will take time. And we also found some statistics internally that some vulnerabilities which are provided and published by SAP, for example, as CVEs, some of them have exploits after 42, from 24 to 72 hours after releasing. So time is always playing a crucial role in security. And this is something like what I already said, and I already told you that we use the data encryption, we use the firewalling with SAP HANA, we use the internal web dispatcher in SAP HANA, we use the hardening guides. And I know this is especially hardening guide, 500 pages of technical stuff, but it always is nice to read it and knows what's happening there and what SUSE provides. So,
but there are tools. There are tools.
Of course, there are tools which helps, like for example, Trento OpenSCAP, which we saw in other presentation. And this is actually when when we started with Jaromir during this S4HANA deployment. So when we bring those parts together, those holes together, those puzzles to build this secure SAP solution picture, we integrated all of them, and then we provide the system to the consultants to further work.
Okay, so coming back to our case, as I mentioned, as a background, we have implementing S4, which was resumed from the previous attempt, and the goal is to replace current ECC systems. And what was the challenge? We have to build a secure environment. It was the principle that it was our main goal. And as I said, we were almost ready before previous go live date, which was May. So we should supposed to be already live, but of course not from a basis perspective, not from our case. The project is right now delayed to October, but at least we are ready. We have secure environment, and as Jarek said, we based the whole S4 implement systems are based on SUSE Linux, and that is tool that I mentioned before. Also, thanks to SNOC, we implemented Security Breach, which is a excellent tool for securing SAP systems. Also, as Jarek said, we are using SUSE Trento and Subtune for compliance. And what we have in the result, we have at least peace of mind that our SAP system should be secured, should be ready for any issues. But of course, we are hoping that there will be no issues. But of course, we are forcing all this geopolitical situation that we have at the east border of Poland. So we are taking risk very seriously. Not only SAP is our core systems for, and I said ECC and also S4 very soon. And we are taking a risk very responsible, and we are securing also data center physically and all the systems. And our network security is also on the higher level right now. Yeah.
Okay. I promise that told you about one other customer which I work with, and we also implemented them the SAP system. I was responsible as a basis and security architect, and also with SUSE. We provide a similar approach to this customer, but unfortunately, this customer was attacked by ransomware, and it went bad. It went bad because the whole SAP layer, the presentation layer, the database layer, the operating system layer was fine, was totally secured. Where were the problem? The hypervisor. The hypervisor has some vulnerability, and the ransomware attacked the hypervisor layer. So at the end, unfortunately, we need to restore every application server installed on hypervisor from scratch, actually. But that we started this approach with this customer also from the security, we have we already have prepared the images with all those security stuff, and the recovery of the application servers were much faster. So we recovered the productive landscape just in in a couple of hours instead of days. So please be aware that security doesn't end on the operating system level. It also should include the application, so SAP. In SAP, if you work with SAP, please patch your business clients because it has a lot of vulnerabilities. So if you use SAP business clients, please patch it regularly, because if you see and you can read in the SAP notes that it is totally broken and have 1 or 2 or even 4, 10 of the 10 CVEs. So then, of course, SAP database, operating system, but also the hypervisor and
Hardware.
And hardware, right? So every layer is important, and that's everything from us.
Any questions?
Any questions? Stay safe and secure.